Hold on, I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you?
Join with.
Aha, now I hear you.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm so nervous about recording this. It's recording in case it didn't tell you.
I was worried that my computer wouldn't allow it because
Oh,
of the security on my work computer, but we're good.
Okay, good. Hold on one second. Joel, are you done? Okay, I'm gonna move rooms. He's like, I was just gonna sit in his office and do this. He's like, hold on, I have to make one more call. I said 4 o'clock.
Why my headset?
Very important.
Can you hear me just fine?
I hear you just fine.
Cool. Headsets.
Are you nervous?
No.
No.
This is gonna start conversation at the party.
Do you have a drink?
Yes, I do.
What do you have?
I have just some White Claw.
Okay, I got rosé and tea.
There we go.
Yes,
The breakfast of champions.
Okay, let me pull up my questions.
Yes. Well, that's gonna be annoying if that keeps popping up. Hold on.
What's popping up? I don't see anything.
You didn't hear anything either?
No.
Okay, cool. You know what's gonna be awesome is if Abby calls me during this.
You're like, I'm busy. When are you expecting her?
No, she just got off work, so we're trying to do. She was asking if we're going to do dinner with your parents tonight, and I said,
Oh,
"Well,
fun.
I won't be home till like 4:30 or 5 o'clock." So.
Are you at your parents right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I will. I think that this will be quick. We'll just go down the list I have here.
Please tell me there's 8 questions on there.
Which one?
The first date question.
No, because I thought that was too easy.
Well,
like, where was your first date? Like, come on. You know.
Well, no, because we have an argument. We have a running argument as to what is the first date.
Oh, okay. Hold on to that because that's relevant to something else.
Okay.
My first question is when and where was your first kiss?
When and where was the first kiss? Oh, this is a good one. So, it was Nina's birthday party. It was at Nina's. No, it was a birthday party. Gosh. So 2013 when we graduated. So it's like it's 2014, February 2nd.
Oh, you guys wasted
February
no time.
3rd, February 3rd, 2014. And we were hanging out at my parents' house, and it was Travis and I, my best man Travis and I had been kind of going to Chicago like every weekend for about 2 months prior to that. And we were just hanging out and all that stuff. And we said, you know what? Don't want to deal with girls tonight. Let's just do a guys night. Hang out with Nina's party and everything, because she was with Zach at the time. And just hang out at the party and just have a guys night. And so we're sitting in the dining room at my parents' house. And I'm going to tell you the story of how we met. And then that's going to lead to the first kiss because, you know.
Oh, yeah. You guys wasted no time.
Yeah. So we're playing cards. So a couple of friends of our girlfriends, like friends that are girls, at the table with us playing card games. And so Nina walks in, Zach walks in, and then Abby walks in behind Zach. And I was like,
was she there with Zach?
She was. Well, Zach was with Nina, but Zach dragged her along because she was
okay. Yeah.
Kind of the breakup phase and everything. And she's like, I don't want to go out, but Zach convinced her to go out. And then so she walks in and I'm like, well, she's a very, very pretty girl. And I was like, Travis, would it be okay if maybe it's not just a guy's night? And
Can I make out with that one?
but he caught my attention right when I saw her. And we're on the train ride. And we didn't have the kiss yet. So we're on the train ride to Lamplighters in Palatine. And, I was still like a little hesitant. I didn't know if she liked me or not. It's like the high school stuff kind of thing. Do you like me? I kind of like you. I think you're cute. And then she flirted with me on the train by tripping me. And I was like, okay, well, she does like me because she's hitting on me. Obviously, there's something there. And so we get to Lamplighters, and we, it's a little dance club on a second floor, and we're all just hanging out in a group and everything. And I repeatedly, and she'll make fun of this. I repeatedly asked her to dance with me like 4 or 5 times, and she's like, nah, I don't know if I want to, and I was like, okay. And then I finally went up to her. I said, would you like to dance or not? Because I really want to dance with you. Like, do you want to dance or not? Because then I'm just going to go make a fool of myself on the dance floor by myself. And so we started dancing and all that stuff. And, obviously we had a couple drinks and, we kissed on the dance floor, So
on a dance floor.
Yeah.
Love
it. On a lamplighter dance floor. Where
Lamplighter dance floor.
I've gotten kicked out of there several times. So it's a very romantic first kiss.
Okay, so then when did you first say I love you? Was it on a lamplighter dance floor?
No, we did not do it on the lamplighter dance floor. I love you. Actually, this is another fun story. So after I was broken up with on my birthday, the year prior, I was like, I don't want to tell anybody I love them too quickly. Speaking of, should I answer it and answer the what we're doing?
Sure.
Hey, sweetie. Hi. So what's the plan? Yeah. Okay. Well, then let's relax a little bit. You relax. I'll be home at like 5:30. Well, you know what? You just want to come over here? You just hang out? Yeah. Take your time, relax. And it's just going to be me and Louie. My parents are going to the sunflower thing. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can do that too. Okay. That's fine. So I'll be home about like 45 minutes. So you take a nap, and if you're sleeping, I'll be quiet when I go in. Yeah, they're doing stuff with Uncle Bob and yeah, that one. Okay, so mom's calling me really quick. Can I call you back? All right, love you. Bye.
That's so funny.
Oh, so the I love you stuff. So
yes,
I was very hesitant to say I love you too early on in the relationship, but she kept joking around saying I love you very early on, kind of as a play kind of way, and it was like, holding off. Where I actually first said I love you, I believe it was at your parents' house.
Oh.
I think it was. It's hard to tell hard to remember because of how many times she jokingly said it. I'm not ready to say it now, but I think it was at your parents'. It was one of the two houses. It was either my parents' house or your parents' house. And Abby might have a better answer than I would on that one.
Well, so it's going to be like, it's going to be like if your answers don't match up, then she drinks, and then if your answers do match up, then we have to drink. So we'll see what happens. It makes it funny.
That even when she was joking around, I did know that I loved her, like before I said it. It's because I was uncomfortable saying it at the time, but I knew that I had serious feelings for her.
Okay, so not all of the questions are going to be like facts. Yeah. So like this one is which has been the best date that you've been on with Abby?
The best. Okay, no, the best date that we went on. Now this is like date, after we started dating, after we had a relationship, even after we Gosh, I think it was, and this is not a date, this is more of a trip, but the trip we
Okay,
took to Napa
that
Valley
counts.
was like super,
Oh, Napa. Yeah. Okay.
you know,
I will edit the question to say, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll say date or trip.
yeah, because
Which
we
outing.
stayed in a tiny house and we went on a wine train through Napa and I mean, it was one of the most enjoyable trips we've had together, like ever. It was awesome.
What do you love most about Abby?
What her passion. So she
Oh.
has her passion to her job and her passion to health. I mean, she's up at every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, working out for an hour. And then the fact, you know, that just that alone, but also going into her job and dealing with what she has to deal with and not just walking away and kind of trying to just be the better person.
Oh
And
yeah, she's very involved. Yes.
like, I mean, it's astounding to me. Like it's she's a very passionate person about things that she's passionate about. And that's and her job. You know, obviously our relationship she's passionate about, but like with her focusing on herself is just incredible. So that's what I think is, you know, one of the most impressive things about Abby is her passion about her health and her work.
Okay. I will allow that. What is your favorite body part of Abby's?
Favorite body part of Abby's? Well, so to be candid, and I'm going to be very candid here,
Okey
is that
dokey.
before Abigail, I was a butt man. I just enjoyed butts. But Abby turned me to a both man. So now you know, and that's going to be the guy. That's totally the guy part of me, right? Is her boobs and her butt.
That's fine. There are no wrong answers.
She has a very cute body. Just I'll leave it at that.
All the parts. I like all the parts. Okay. What is one thing she does that annoys you the most?
Okay. So I'm gonna give you the answer and then I'll give a little explanation to this. Not folding her clothes after the laundry. And I guarantee she's gonna say the exact same thing.
Perfect.
But in her defense, I do laundry like as much as I possibly can, as often as I can. Like if there's a quarter basket of clothes, I'll throw it in the washer because I just like getting stuff clean.
There's like a method that's like just do a load a day. And it's supposed to like, you know, so you don't like get backlogged on it, whatever.
So the rate that I wash the clothes and dry and the machines wash the clothes and dry them to her folding rates is a little bit off. And maybe
hilarious.
It's just
Jonas, I can so relate to this. You should see Joel's pile upstairs.
So that's why that's the one thing that I make the most comments about. Other than that, there's really not too much.
That's hilarious. So does she have to like rewash her clothes or anything? Like, are they super wrinkled or there's just like a pile?
No, it's just
like, can
we
you
have
put this away?
3 baskets like available for dirty and clean clothes, and they're usually full of her clean clothes. And then it's usually when I'm traveling, she just like, you know what, let's hammer this out, dump it on the bed, you know, and get it all folded. But yeah,
that's really funny.
That's probably the main thing.
So then what is one thing you do that annoys her the most? I'll report back on her
no, this is good. Washing whites with colors.
That's not bad.
No, but I put it's not washing whites with colors. It's when I do our whites with like jeans and everything. That drives her up a wall.
That's hilarious.
I did it. I don't want to ruin her nice white leggings or her white shirts. Me, I don't care because of my undershirts, but I do care.
If you wash everything on cold, it's no big deal. I wash everything.
I just do regular wash. I'm not sure what that, but
I just do everything on cold.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that is probably the most annoying thing to her is.
This is hilarious. I didn't know we were gonna bond over laundry problems.
I feel like everyone can relate.
So what are you most likely to argue about?
What are we most likely to argue about?
Sounds like laundry, but.
And honestly, a lot of our, not petty, but like petty arguments are about like doing
like chores.
And it's not chores. No,
No, not chores.
we both have a very good balance of chores. You know, she does the bathroom. Thankfully she's a bathroom. She likes to clean the bathrooms, and I'll do all the other stuff. I'll do the floors. I'll vacuum, all that good stuff. I think the thing that we'll argue about the most is laundry.
That's
that we
hilarious.
always argue about is laundry and how often it's done, putting the right clothes with the right colors with the right wash, and yeah, I think it's pretty.
That's hilarious.
I think the rate of arguments is higher on that one than any other.
Okay. Well, then at the end, if we have time, I want to come back to arguing about what your first date was.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna make a note on here so I don't forget. Because I have the cheap, like 45-minute time limit on this thing. Okay. Who gets the last word in an argument?
Who gets the last word in an argument? I think it's Abby.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think she does, and I try, but I think it's mostly her. She gets the last word.
If she could get laundry related, if she could get rid of one piece of your clothing, what would it be?
Oh, probably. Oh, we just talked about this. All of my my Billabong and Fox sports riding, all my like high school kind of gear, stuff that you find at Buckle, actually, because that's where I would shop is all the time.
That place, I hated shopping there because they were like commission
and it's
based, and they were like,
yeah,
yes, and they were always like, "How's that? Okay, here's 3 more things to try." And I was like, I can afford like one thing, and I was too uncomfortable to be like, so I just didn't shop there.
Yeah, but it's all my Hurley, Billabong, Fox stuff, and
hilarious.
I have tons of those furry sweatshirts and everything. Like, I'm sure she'd love me to get rid of those too. So, yeah, that stuff is probably what she wants gone.
I'll have to see if I can like record this, like me asking her these things to like send to you so that we remember. That would be awesome. Which of the two of you is the funniest?
Which of the two of us is the funniest? We have our quirks in our own ways. So I am definitely way more just a random goofy kind of thing where I'll say the most random thing and she just like, first of all, she laughs really hard and she goes like, where the hell did that come from? But then she has her own little goofy things that she does too that make me just giggle beyond. So we're both very funny in our own ways. And I think we're both the funniest in our own minds. Like because of the way that we come across what we find funny. So
is your answer you?
My answer is me. Yeah, I'm the funny.
Okay, you're the funny one. All right.
That was my salesperson answer of keeping everyone happy.
There you go. Who is the best dancer?
Oh boy. Me. I'll say that
I figured. I mean,
I'll say that I'm the best dancer. Yes.
She does have like cheerleading background.
Yes,
so there's.
But I feel like when we try, when we like dance, I feel like I got just a half a step ahead.
Are you guys are you gonna do any dance moves for your first dance?
We're gonna do a dance. Whether or not that's the Macarena or an actual form. I'm kidding. No.
Whatever.
We're gonna do formal dance. Whether or not we go to a dance class is still up for debate. I'm down, but I know how to do a waltz.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you just YouTube it. I don't know. Yeah. Who takes the longest to get ready?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, this a home run, Abby. I'll take a shower and then I'll play video games for a half hour and she's looking at me.
That sounds glorious. Who takes up the most room in bed?
Louis.
I knew that was gonna be the answer. Louis. For sure. Okay. One of us yeah. He was like horizontal. Who would play you and Abby in a movie of your lives?
Who would play like the actor? Well, actors, because we're gonna be PC here. Gosh, that's a great question, and I'm terrible with
I know,
active.
I'm the same way. We can come back to it if you
Oh
want
no,
to think about it.
so I'm not nearly as like big as I used to be, but people said that I had a facial structure before the beard because I got the beard, but a facial structure kind of like John Cena a little bit with my
Oh, and you
I had,
have like the bubbly disposition, I feel like too.
yeah, and I had the bald
Yeah.
fade. Like people said that it looked like John Cena because I have a big nose like he does, and I had the
Oh,
hair like
that's
he
so
does.
funny.
So I'll go John Cena for me.
Oh my God,
And
that's
then
hilarious.
Abby is.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Well, now I'm gonna have to look up people who I want because I've never really. I just always pictured Abby as Abby.
Abby is she could play herself. There you go. John Cena and Abby.
Oh, I'm sure she's okay with that. There's but I'm terrible with. Yeah, I couldn't even begin. Abby.
Abby. John Cena
Abby
and Abby. Okay, well, think about it. We can come back if something comes
that'll be
to
one that
mind.
maybe I can
trying to
text you the
think.
answer.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you fall asleep cuddling or apart?
We fall asleep with a Louis in between
A
us.
Louis in between. There you go.
Always, yeah.
What is the best present Abby has ever given you?
The best present that Abby's ever given me it's got to be the workout bench that I just got for Father's Day. That was really nice. I mean, because I've always wanted a bench, and I wasn't even expecting it. Like that was really, really nice. That was
that's so funny.
Gift. Other than her presence, obviously, her being there.
Than her presence. What is the best dish that she cooks?
The best dish that she cooks. She makes a mean grilled cheese. Oh yeah, her grilled cheese is phenomenal. I'm sure she'll back that up because she does not like cooking like extravagant, but her grilled cheese is phenomenal.
That's so funny. What is her biggest pet peeve?
Her biggest pet peeve?
Laundry. No.
It's pretty close. Her biggest pet peeve has got to be. Does it have to do with me or?
No, it can be anything.
No, I was going to say the neighbor's car parking too close, but that's too recent. That's not like a long thing.
That is annoying.
Because she almost runs into the car every time she backs out.
Oh my God. Yeah, that
you know what?
Kind of crazy.
Her most recent pet peeve, let's go with it, and it's a very big one because they hear about it all the time, is the neighbor's car parking too close to her garage.
The neighbor's car. And I've experienced it.
If not, it's going to be second is going to be laundry. We'll do the second one is laundry.
That's hilarious. I might know the answer to this, but who is Abby's celebrity crush?
Who is Abby's celebrity crush? Actually, recently, she's been talking a lot about Dwayne Johnson. So I don't know if that's a crush or just because she likes him as an actor, but she's been talking about him a lot.
Yeah, his acting is phenomenal.
So wait, who do you think her celebrity crush is?
Oh, I have no idea, but I was gonna guess John Cena because you were like, oh, she would have no problem with that.
No,
but it does seem like if she has a type apparently.
big wrestlers. I think Dwayne. I'm gonna go with him. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, let's do it. Okay. What is the one thing Abby cannot live without?
Me.
Oh.
No. Well, obviously me, but more importantly, Louis.
I thought it was gonna be Louis.
Louis is Louis is 100% the answer, and then I'm like, so if like Louis is up here, like I'm like right here, and then I would hope, but Louis for sure.
That's so funny. If she could have dinner with anyone living or dead, who would it be?
Dinner with anyone living or dead? Oh, I'm sure it would be Grandma M.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Just because how much she talks about her and all that's, or just any of the her grandparents.
grandparent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where in the world do you want to travel together? Where do you most want to travel together?
So we want to go to the Mediterranean coast.
Okay.
So like the southern coast of France, or the southern, well, the western coast of Italy, kind of a thing, you know, around there, because that's always where I wanted to go. And I know that the only place in Europe she's been to is Geneva, Switzerland.
Right.
And so I would like her to experience kind of that part of Europe. So I think it'd
Cool.
be.
All right. Tell me when. I'll be there.
Big family trip.
I mean, let's do it. How many dogs do you want?
How many dogs do we want? Okay, so there's a difference between dogs that we want and we can have. We want these. I would, and Abby would agree with this, that I think we would do good with another dog. So we'd have 2 total. We are terrified that Louis will not accept another dog, because we are, as humans. That's
you've spoiled him.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty adamant of being an only dog in that house.
Yeah.
So want, to answer the question, 2. Can have 1.
Oh, okay. I see.
Is there a cat question coming up too?
No. The next one is, how many kids do you want?
How many kids do we want? How many kids do I want?
Yeah, how many kids do you want? Oh, both.
There you go. Okay. So how many kids do I want is 2.
Okay.
Obviously, because I grew up with Nina and myself, so I want a boy and a girl.
Well, good luck with that. Let me know how that goes.
Genetics is a cruel mistress. I believe Abby's on the same track, is that she wants to, as far as like genders, I think she wants a boy and a girl too. It's a nice combination. But yeah, I think we're on the same page of, 2 kids, hopefully boy and a girl, but however
TBD.
Yep. TBD.
Okay. That's the end of my questions. I mean, I should just keep going. But let's go back. Let's just do what was your first date? Because that sounds like that's going to be a good. Oh.
Yes.
Wait, no, just okay. Do one thing. So answer just answer the question.
Yeah.
Like what you think the first date is, and then go into the story.
Yeah. So our first date was Bimbo's on February 14th, 2014.
Okay. Yes, that's what I thought too.
So, backstory to that is that, so Abby and I met February 3rd of 2014. And then the following weekend, no, it was the week or whatever. It was the February 2nd or February, whatever it was. Then the following weekend was a concert that Nina and Zach were going to, that I was invited to, that Abby was invited to. And so Abby and I had a really enjoyable time at Lamplighters at a bar. Dancing.
Sure.
And then she was invited to the TJR concert, which is what she's going to say is the first date. And she invited me to the concert, and I didn't know if it was just as like, you're cool, kind of want to hang out kind of a thing, or is this like a first date? I don't consider a concert to be a first date-ish kind of thing.
Wait, so was it just the 4 of you though?
No, it was a group of people. So it was like,
oh yeah, that's
like 8 of us total. Yeah. So it was
not a date.
And I was like, okay, so big group concert, it's like, okay, we're gonna hang out and get to know each other a little bit better. So we went, had a great time. It was a fantastic concert. But then I was like, after that, I was like, okay, well, I do want to ask her out on the official, real first date. And the reason I chose Bimbo's was because the chef at Bimbo's was the cook at a restaurant that I grew up with, and he's known me since I was like 5 years old or whatever. So his name's Dominic. He was the chef at Bimbo's, and he got us a really nice seat at Bimbo's on the 14th. And the reason I asked her out on the 14th was because I'm a pessimist when it comes to Valentine's Day, and I was like, this is like an anti-Valentine's Day date that I want to take you on. And so we went. We had a great time. But
that's so funny.
I considered that because we got special treatment because Dominic he pretty much ran the place. It was really nice. So I consider that to be the first date because it was an official like dinner.
Yeah.
treatment, and we went to a restaurant. It wasn't a concert with a bunch of people. It was just Abby and myself. So, but yeah, that's my
So,
argument for
okay,
why
I
that's
have
the.
one, because I'm with you on this. Did she know any of the other people that were going to be at the concert? Like, did she think she was
Oh,
going
there
with
is
you, or was it like a group
no.
that she also,
She knew that it was a big group of people, and she
that
invited me
she,
to go along with. Yeah, and
who
she knew
invited,
everybody. She knew
who invited her?
Zach, but Zach and Nina, and then there was going to be Maxwell was going to be there. Matt Stevens, which there was a really awkward conversation that night with Matt Stevens about anything. But anyway, Matt Stevens was there. So it was her group of friends, Nina, and then myself. And they just invited me.
Yeah, the
Because,
fact that you didn't invite her, I feel no, I'm with you. And I thought the 14th, I thought she's the one that told me that. Like I remember you guys were going on a date.
yeah. So,
I
but
thought
she'll
that was
say that
it.
TJR was the first one because she invited me. But no, the first date was.
Oh, she invited you?
She was invited by the group, and then she said in turn, Jonas, would you like to come to the TJR concert?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, so did you know? Wait, so you knew Zach? Wait, so Zach and okay. Wow,
I
that's
knew of the
interwoven.
I knew it's very complicated because I knew of the concerts and I was planning on going because had told me about it. But then Abby, I was more encouraged when
So
Abby said,
she
"Hey, I'm going to
invited
this
you.
concert with my friends with Zach and Nina. Would you like to come with?"
Yeah, I'm going with my friends and your sister.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'm with you.
it's going to be something we take to our graves. Is to what
February. No, I'll get this straightened out. February 14th.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm sticking with that one.
That's so funny. Okay. I think that's all I have.
That was fun. Those were awesome questions. That was good. That was good.
Was that
I'm
fun?
trying to think if there's any questions I can prompt you with.
Yeah, do it. Definitely. You're like, fun fact.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Is this gonna be like Jeopardy? You're gonna give me
whose car
answer?
If the garage were to only allow one car, whose car deserves to be in the garage?
Now, is that your most common argument?
Because I got my really nice brand new car, and she is adamant that her Juke deserves to be in the garage over my.
Why?
Because she's always had a car. Because she's always had a car in the garage. She always says Ruby's never been outside. That's her exact argument. Is Ruby's never been outside.
Okay.
So
that's.
I'm going to say that Eleanor deserves to be inside. That's Eleanor is my.
Eleanor.
Oh, okay. You can ask her what is the name of Jonas's car.
Oh, is this debate as well?
You should know it. It was. We came up with it together, but I want to see if she remembers.
That's hilarious. Do you call her Ellie?
Nope, Eleanor.
No, Eleanor. Full name. Old lady.
Yes. She's young, but she's got an old name.
That's fine. That's hilarious.
What's another?
I mean, that car's like 100.
There's got to be one about the house, like the improvements on the house, like the priority of like what we want to get done.
Okay, so I mean, the question just could be like, what's the next project to tackle in the house?
Ooh, yes, there you go.
Yeah, all right.
What's the major project to tackle in the house?
So, Jonas, what is the next major?
Finish the basement.
What do you think Abby would say?
Oh my God, countertops. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's so funny.
Countertops.
That's so funny.
Yes.
What is the next major project tackle in the house? I like that one. Yeah, okay. I love that these are like a little bit more personal.
The other one is, so going back to doing things,
are you trying to do ones that she'll have to take drinks for?
No, I'm thinking of ones that like she's gonna be excited to answer because like
she's gonna be like, she's gonna be angry at the end of this.
Other than laundry, what is another thing that Jonas does that is her pet peeve? And I guarantee I don't make my side of the bed. Like she's adamant about making the bed,
Wait, hold on.
but there's got to be like a way.
We did the pet peeve, but it wasn't about you, I guess. What was it?
No, is the neighbor? Oh, okay.
Oh.
You know what? Main answer. You know what? Take it back. She'll get a kick out of this. Is
Wait, hold on.
admit
Which one are we redoing?
the pet peeve with the car on the side of the
Okay,
neighbor's
hold
car?
on. Let me find it. Okay. What is Abby's biggest pet peeve?
Yeah, I do not make my side of the bed.
Are you sure?
I
Final
guarantee.
answer.
Way more than the car. Yes, because
Okay.
that's the entire time we've been dating and moved in together and all that stuff. I never make my side of the bed, and she always. And I can tell her mood in the morning if she doesn't make my side or does make my side of the bed. She makes her side but leaves my side like all messed up, because it's like, okay, well,
That's so funny.
So I think that's another really big but subtle pet peeve of hers.
That's really funny.
What else? There's got to be some other fun ones. So.
What's your?
Oh, okay.
Okay, go.
Go ahead. No.
You know you. No, you.
No, you. Well, this is too easy. Oh, okay. What? And you got to help me phrase this the right way. What
Gotcha.
TV show does Jonas watch that Abby dislikes the most?
I had like TV movie things on here and then I took it off. Okay, so is it not the show that you watch the most? Like in general?
Or it's the show that I love, I adore, and she absolutely hates it.
So like if the question was what is Jonas's favorite TV show, would that?
No, because then she's going to say like The Office or Parks and Rec, which she enjoys. But what is one of Jonas's guilty pleasure? No, not guilty pleasure. What is one of Jonas's TV shows that you cannot stand to watch or something like that?
Okay.
There's a couple in there, but if she knows me, she knows the correct answer.
Okay, what is it?
It's drama.
Drama. Oh, just drama.
No, Futurama.
Futurama.
Yeah, that is my favorite.
I wonder if this will come up as like her like thing that you do that annoys her the most.
I think the bed is worse.
The bed is well, no, that was washing whites with colors.
Oh, no. So things that because she's gonna associate that with actions, and actions, yes, washing whites with colors.
Okay. Okay, I'll think about how to phrase this.
Yeah, but Futurama and it's more of a cartoon. So if you want to say like what animated show, I don't want to. Do you want to later on too much? I don't want to later. Yeah.
Do you remember what the first movie was that you watched together? That was one of the questions that I saw, and I was just like, that. I don't know the answer to that.
One of the ones, gosh. The first one I remember that we watched together was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. Yeah, that's the one I remember that we watched together at your parents' house. And I believe we were, and she, your parents were out, and it was just us two hanging out, watching some in
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's hilarious.
2. The second
2.
Yes.
I've noted it.
There's a little strawberry that I remember talking about, this cute little strawberry thing that was adorable.
Okay. My question was going to be something about like, what is your favorite like Friday night activity or like Saturday night? Like, what do you like weekend activity?
Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be easy for both of us. So Hopped. Going to So Hopped.
Oh, well, yeah.
And enjoying food trucks. Yeah, that's pretty much what we do at least once a weekend.
Have you guys figured out if you'll be able to do that for the wedding?
So Hopped?
Like a food truck.
Oh no. It's going to be way too complicated. So
really?
and kind of
That
go with,
sucks.
yeah, we're gonna go with just, the food at the reception, and then they do have really good late night snacks. So it's like a mini hot dog.
Oh no, I mean
station.
it's gonna be great. I mean for you guys, I'm like I wish that you guys could have that.
It's just there's no
Um,
room to do it. It's
yeah.
not
I
good.
was just trying to think right now. I'm like, can I surprise them with one at the shower? But it's at a restaurant, so I feel like they would frown upon
Yeah.
that. Like,
Maybe.
no, thanks. Please spend all of your money here.
Yes.
Joel,
Speaking of,
what questions do you have for Jonas? He has none. That you think, are you picking up on the theme of like the questions? Oh, he's not. He just tunes things out. It's like, okay, my favorite one so far is like, what is the next project to tackle in the house? And then Jonas has to answer it, and then Abby will answer it. And like if their answers match up, then we have to drink. And if they don't, then she has to drink. And it's even like apparently their first date is debated.
I love the clothes, like which clothes she would get rid of, because
His favorite so far is which piece of clothing would she get rid of in your closet?
The next project to tackle in the house is she going to answer what she thinks he answered, or is
I'll
he
have
gonna
to. I do
answer
have to
what he
refine
thinks
what I
she's gonna
think.
answer?
Yes, I have to refine the guidelines.
I have no question. What?
Nothing.
You could have told me before. I would have came up with
Oh,
something.
sorry.
I'm reading
Okay,
it
he
right
needs
now.
time. He's reading an email.
That's okay. It's okay, Joel. That is pretty much. I mean, I think we got.
I think I've got like
Good
3
stuff.
pages of things here. And I probably won't ask her all of these. I mean, we'll see.
But if you have any like other ones that pop in your head, definitely just shoot me a text, or we can do. We got time before the party, so.
Do you have like kids' names or dogs' names that are like talked about?
Or we would have more of an idea of dogs' names, kids' names right now. No, we really don't. It's
If I
just-
asked you like, what's your next dog's name? Is there like she's like, no, I'm never naming my dog that.
well, if we had so
Or
before we
one
got
that you think you guys are like
before we
agreed
got
on, I guess.
before we got Louie, like we wanted a female dog, and we're gonna name her Nola for New Orleans.
Mm.
So that was I'm pretty sure if we got a female dog of any any age, any kind, whatever, would be Nola.
No, okay.
Yeah. And then kids' names, oh boy. We've talked about it a couple times, but haven't
Nothing yet.
really like nailed anything down. I know. No,
That's okay.
nothing yet.
We'll be surprised. What are you guys doing tonight?
So
going to my
I think we're going to do dinner with your parents. Yeah.
Fun. Where are you guys going?
No idea.
All
I
right.
was told to come home, so I'm gonna go make my way home, and then we might be doing just maybe your dad's gonna grill out again.
There you go.
Yeah, and then we'll do hot tub.
That's his thing.
And if we do hot tub, I'm usually gonna spend the night there, because hot tub and drinking whiskey usually gets me too tired to.
For
And
sure.
because we've been having pregame beverages.
There you go. Cheers.
Mm.
I'm almost done.
I know.
Done.
Louis down here. Well, Bethany, this was awesome.
Good.
Those were awesome questions.
Hopefully it records and I can like figure out how to show this to people.
I know. Negative. Are you able to like edit or anything? Like,
What? Sorry.
are you able to edit? Kind of like so that
I'm hoping so. I was kind of reading about it before this, and I think there's like a program, like there was a Adobe program. I think you can open it in. If that doesn't work out, I'm just gonna kind of mark down like the time that we did it, and I'll just like fast forward to it.
Yeah.
What I'd love to be able to do is hook it up to the TV when we're there.
Yes.
So that like it's a bigger, so everybody can like see it and whatever. So.
No, this will be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm hoping she gets drunk. So
Hopefully it will. I think our plan right now is that it will be on the last night that we're there. We're gonna do a boat ride, like 5 to 8.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back because that's the night that like most people will be there. Everybody will be there.
Yeah.
And so we'll do games and
Oh, that'll be fun.
just this game, and then like gifts and eating and stuff like that. Just
Nice.
finish out the trip.
That'll be fun. Well, I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Keep me
Well, thank you for
posted.
doing this. I will. Okay. Have a good night. Tell my parents I say. Well, no, don't tell them I say hi.
I'm not gonna say anything. No, we're not gonna. I bet. Night.
Bye. Good night.